Behind the image of the immortal street warriors in The Warriors lie fates full of irony, tragedy, and quiet sacrifice, writing a behind-the-scenes story more captivating than the film itself. Now, in 2025, let's look back on the journey of over 4 decades of the legendary cast and see how they've changed. Let's get started. Michael Beck as Swan. Swan is the warlord, the gang's second-in-command. When Cleon is killed, Swan becomes the reluctant leader. He is a cool, quiet character who uses actions and glances to command. Beck's performance brings to life a weary but determined street hero. He is not someone who wanted the leader's position, but he is the only one calm enough to get everyone home. Right after The Warriors, Michael Beck was touted as the next big star. He was cast as the male lead, Sonny Malone, in the ambitious musical Xanadu, 1980, starring alongside superstar Olivia Newton-John and legend Gene Kelly. However, Xanadu was a box office disaster and panned by critics. It nearly killed the movie musical genre for years. This role severely derailed Beck's rising film career. He continued acting, but mostly in B-movies, Megaforce, Triumphs of a Man Called Horse, and numerous television roles, Murder, She Wrote, Walker, Texas Ranger. He also played a villain in the series War of the Worlds, 1988. Michael Beck largely stepped away from on-camera acting and found great success in another field, audiobook narration. He became the primary voice for almost all of best-selling author John Grisham's novels, as well as works by other major authors. This is a very successful and stable career for him. He married Kari Beck in 1980, right after Xanadu's release. They have 2 children. He lives a very private life, away from the Hollywood spotlight, and is believed to reside in California. He is not on social media and rarely appears at fan conventions. Deborah Van Valkenburg as Mercy. Mercy is a smart, sharp, and weary street girl tired of her mundane life with the Orphans gang. She is the only key female character. Deborah's performance is very natural. She portrays the transition from a spiky, provocative girl trying to act tough to a vulnerable one, and finally someone loyally following Swan. Right after The Warriors, she landed a major long-running role, Jackie Rush in the popular sitcom Too Close for Comfort, 1980-1987. This role spanned 129 episodes, making her a familiar face on American TV. She has had a steady career, guest starring in many series like ER, Cold Case, Ghost Whisperer, Star Trek, Deep Space Nine. She also appeared in films, notably as Casey in Rob Zombie's horror film The Devil's Rejects, 2005. Deborah Van Valkenburg has never married and has no children. She seems to have devoted her life entirely to her acting career and art. She is still actively acting, mainly in independent projects and TV films. She also teaches acting. She lives in the U.S. and is quite private about her personal life, but occasionally attends the Warriors reunion events. James Remar as Ajax. Ajax is the muscle, hot-tempered, belligerent, and extremely lecherous member of the group. He is a skilled fighter, but his impulsive and thoughtless nature, especially regarding women, leads to his capture. Remar's performance is full of wild energy. He is genuinely scary and unpredictable, the epitome of a reckless street warrior. Director Walter Hill is famous for casting based on aura. James Remar has had the most brilliant and enduring career of the entire cast. He became one of Hollywood's most respected and sought-after character actors. He continued collaborating with Walter Hill in 48 Ushers, 1982, and Wild Bill, 1995. Other major film roles, The Cotton Club, 1984, Miracle on 34th Street, 1994, Mortal Kombat, Annihilation as Raiden, Quentin Tarantino's Django Unchained, 2012, and most recently, Christopher Nolan's Oppenheimer, 2023. On television, he is a star, Richard Wright, Samantha's boyfriend, in Sex and the City, and most iconically, the role of Harry Morgan, the deceased father and conscience of Dexter in the hit series Dexter, 2006-2013. He is married to Atsuko Remar, They have two children, Jason Remar, also an actor, and Lisa Remar. While no exact figure is available, with hundreds of roles over 45 years, including major TV series and blockbuster films, James Remar's net worth is estimated to be very substantial. He continues to act non-stop and is an incredibly reputable name in the industry. David Patrick Kelly, as Luther. Luther is not just a villain. He is the embodiment of pure chaos and a narcissistic psychopath. As the leader of the Rogues, he appears at the meeting not for Cyrus's unifying vision, but perhaps just to seek opportunities to cause trouble. He is an impulsive, dangerous figure. Kelly's career exploded after The Warriors, as directors recognized his unique ability to portray outsider and psychologically complex characters. He was immediately noticed playing Sully, the guy Arnold Schwarzenegger drops off a cliff, in Commando, 1985. He also appeared in 48 Der Preachers 1982, another Walter Hill film. He became a favorite of the eccentric director David Lynch, playing T-Bird in Wild at Heart, 1990, and the beloved role of Jerry Horn, brother of Ben Horn, in the iconic series Twin Peaks, both the original 1990 version and the 2017 revival. He played T-Bird in The Crow, 1994, the tragic film where Brandon Lee died. More recently, he was introduced to a new generation as Charlie, the professional cleaner in John Wick, 2014, and John Wick, Chapter 2, 2017. He married actress and writer Juliana Francis in 2005. They have a daughter, Margaret Clara Kelly, born in 2008. Kelly is not just an actor. He is a talented musician, playing the mandolin and often performing. He also holds a black belt in karate, summa cum laude level, from the University of Detroit Mercy. His return in Twin Peaks: The Return, 2017, was highly praised by critics. Dorsey Wright as Cleon. Cleon is the warlord, supreme leader, and most likely the founder of the Warriors. He is a true leader who brought his gang, a multi-ethnic group reflecting their own ideal of unity, to the Bronx, hoping for the better future Cyrus promised. Dorsey Wright's performance, though brief, exudes the confidence, authority, and pride of a leader. He has a natural street king aura. His acting career was extremely brief. Besides The Warriors, his only other role was a small, uncredited part in the musical Hair, 1979, also filmed in New York. After experiencing the instability and somewhat chaotic nature of the film industry, all-night shoots, harsh working conditions, Dorsey Wright decided it wasn't the path for him. He needed stability for his family. He made a practical and respectable choice. He left acting and got a job with the New York City Transit Authority, MTA. He had a long and respectable career there, working in the city's subway and bus system for decades before retiring with full benefits. He is a family man, married with children and grandchildren. He still lives in New York, the city he helped make iconic in the film. He is now retired. He is one of the most active and beloved members at the Warriors fan conventions. He is known as a great storyteller, always happy to share memories of the filmmaking process and his friendships with other cast members. He has no regrets about leaving acting and is proud of his role as Cleon and the stable life he built. Roger Hill as Cyrus. Cyrus is the martyr saint and the soul of the film. Although his screen time is only about 5 to 10 minutes, he is the most important character. He is the visionary leader of the Gramercy Riffs, the strongest and most organized gang in New York. Roger Hill was a trained and highly respected stage actor in New York's off-Broadway community. He had a strong, deep, and authoritative theatrical voice, which director Walter Hill needed for a character who could command a park full of rival gangs. His career was primarily in theater, where he received much acclaim. On television, his most notable and long-running role was Alex Lowndes on the daytime soap opera One Life to Live, which he played from 1983 to 1984. He also had a role in The Education of Sonny Carson, 1974. His film career was modest beyond The Warriors. In 2005, Rockstar Games, famous for the GTA series, released the Warriors video game, a very successful and critically acclaimed adaptation. The game reused the voices and likenesses of many actors. In 2006, Roger Hill sued Rockstar Games, seeking $250,000 in damages, claiming they used his likeness and voice for the Cyrus character without permission or payment. Sadly, the court dismissed his lawsuit, ruling that the use fell under fair use, or the terms of his original contract with Paramount Pictures. Roger Hill passed away on February 20, 2014, in his hometown of New York, at the age of 65. The cause was reported as a heart attack. He is remembered for his iconic speech, which has become immortal in popular culture. Marcelino Sanchez as Rembrandt. Rembrandt is the youngest member and the artist of the group. His name comes from the painter Rembrandt, as he is responsible for tagging, painting graffiti of the Warriors' winged skull logo. He represents the relative innocence in the group. He is not the strongest fighter, even somewhat timid, especially in the fight with the all-female Lizzie's gang, but he is loyal and smart. After the Warriors, his biggest and most memorable role was Ricardo Ricky Pimentel in the educational children's TV series The Bloodhound Gang, aired as part of 3-2-1 Contact on PBS. He played this role from 1980 to 1985, becoming a familiar face to children of that era. He also had a small role in Hill Street Blues and was said to have filmed a part for 48 Hours, but his role was cut from the theatrical release. Marcelino Sanchez's life is one of the greatest tragedies among the cast. He was openly gay. During the peak of the AIDS epidemic in the 1980s, when society was full of stigma and medicine was limited, he contracted the disease. He passed away at his home in Los Angeles, not in Puerto Rico as some sources claim, on November 21, 1986. The cause was complications related to AIDS, specifically Kaposi's sarcoma. He was only 29 years old. His death was a great loss, cutting short a promising career. Lynn Thigpen as the DJ, an extremely unique and iconic role. For almost the entire film, we only see her red, full lips speaking into a microphone, hovering over the dark background of radio station WKBW. Her voice serves as a Greek chorus. Lynn Thigpen had a hugely successful and respected career after the Warriors. She was a queen of Broadway. She won a Tony Award, the highest honor in American theater, for Best Featured Actress in a Play for an American Daughter, 1997. She received several other Tony nominations as well. She starred as Chief Janine C. O'Brien in the popular police drama The District, 2000-2003. She also played Ella Mae Farmer on the soap opera All My Children. For the Gen X and Millennial generation, she is an unforgettable icon. She played the Chief in the iconic educational game show Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego, 1991-1995. This role earned her 4 Daytime Emmy nominations. She also appeared in films like Tootsie, 1982, Lean on Me, 1989, Anger Management, 2003, and Bicentennial Man, 1999. Lynn Thigpen died suddenly on March 12, 2003, at her home in Los Angeles at the age of 54. She was in the process of filming The District. Her death was later written into the script. Her character also passed away. The cause of death was determined to be a cerebral hemorrhage. She had suffered a severe headache for days before her passing. She never married and had no children. She devoted her entire life to the arts, leaving behind a vast and diverse acting legacy spanning theater, film, and educational television. David Harris as Cochise. Cochise, named after a famous Apache chief, is a senior member of the Warriors, hailing from Harlem. He stands out with his beret and leather outfit. Cochise is a superb fighter, calm and reliable. He started acting in films in 1968, when he was 9. He had prior street acting experience, having starred in The Education of Sonny Carson, 1974. Walter Hill needed actors who could naturally project a gritty quality, and Harris, with his experience, was an ideal choice. David Harris maintained a stable and hard-working acting career for 5 decades, becoming a respected working actor in Hollywood, someone you always see but might not remember by name. He appeared in countless major TV series as a guest star, demonstrating his reliability and versatility. Notable series include ER, NYPD Blue, Law & Order, 24, The Practice, Grey's Anatomy, Strong Medicine. He also participated in many films, often in supporting roles, like Fatal Beauty, 1987, with Whoopi Goldberg, and Firebirds, 1990, with Nicolas Cage. David Harris is still working in the industry. He participates in theater projects, television, and independent films. He is a veteran, respected actor who has maintained a stable career for over 50 years. He lives very privately. There is little public information about his marital status, children, or specific residence, other than that he remains active in the U.S. He does not frequently attend fan conventions like some other Warriors cast members. Thomas G. Waits as Fox. Fox is the group's scout and tactical brains. He has a good memory, having memorized the route home. He is also quick-witted, realizing the orphans are second-rate, and attempting to negotiate safe passage. His character was written as the group's best negotiator and logical thinker. The conflict peaked, and Walter Hill decided to punish Waits. He fired Waits from the film, midway through production, and rewrote the script, killing off Fox in an anticlimactic way. The entire romantic subplot was transferred to Swan, Michael Beck. Waits was so bitter that he refused to have his name appear in the closing credits, though he later regretted this, and his name was added in subsequent releases. Despite the unfortunate start, he still had a career. He appeared in And Justice for All, 1979, with Al Pacino shortly after. His most notable role post-Warriors was Windows, the radio technician, in John Carpenter's classic horror masterpiece, The Thing, 1982. Thomas G. Waits found a second, highly successful and meaningful career, teaching acting. He founded his own studio, TGW Studio, in New York. He became a highly respected acting teacher and coach, training many successful actors. He is married to Lisa Greenberg, and they have 2 children. He still acts in films and directs stage-independent projects, but his primary passion is teaching. His relationship with the Warriors has been mended. He is now very proud of his role, voiced Fox in the 2005 video game, and frequently attends reunions. Terry Mikos as Vermin. Vermin is the group's source of gallows humor. He is sarcastically pragmatic, always making cynical comments about their terrible situation. For example, when trapped on a subway full of rivals, he says, "At least we got a seat." He is a loyal fighter who never wavers, and his humor helps keep the group's spirits up. He is one of the survivors who makes it back. Terry Mikos made a very practical decision. He left acting, went back to school, and got a business degree. He had a long and successful career in corporate communications and worked for a television news station in a managerial business role, not on camera. He is now retired and lives in New York. He is one of the most active and friendly cast members at fan conventions. He often appears alongside Dorsey Wright, Cleon, and Brian Tyler, Snow. He is cheerful, open, and seems to genuinely cherish the film's legacy and the fans' affection. Brian Tyler as Snow. Snow is the quiet but highly effective fighter of the group. He stands out with his large afro and distinctive outfit. He doesn't speak much, but in fights, like the park scene with the baseball Furies, where he takes one down with a baseball bat, he is one of the best brawlers, virtually none. The Warriors, 1979, is his only credited film role. Like some of his colleagues, he saw the chaos of filmmaking, all-night shoots, danger, and decided to seek a more stable path. This is one of the most interesting and ironic details about the cast. Brian Tyler chose a career path completely opposite to his on-screen character. He joined the New York City Police Department, NYPD. He had a long and respectable career in law enforcement, rising to the rank of detective. The fact that a real-life warrior became an NYPD detective is a detail fans absolutely love. He is now retired after many years of service with the NYPD. He lives a peaceful private life in New York. Occasionally, he attends reunions with Dorsey Wright and Terry Mikos, creating the image of the Cleon, Snow, and Vermin trio reunited in real life. Did you enjoy diving into the stories behind the screen? Then show some love. Hit that like button, share this with a friend who'd appreciate it, and make sure you're subscribed for more incredible film deep dives. Deep dives. Deep dives. Deep dives.